Hey guys, this is Peztel and welcome to the 4th episode of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. Last time we built the sugarcane farm, and that's going to be one of the ingredients that we need to build rockets so that we can continue to soar around and get a great view of the farms that we're going to build in this area. So one thing that we have to do to improve the infrastructure of this farm is we have to dig a control room somewhere in the middle of this farm, as well as these other two farms that we will build later on. And that's just to make sure that all the chunks are loaded so that the flying machines that we have here won't break and that everything can be collected. Another thing that we have to do is build a creeper farm in this castle here. Now it's a bit thinner as it gets to the top, but I'm gonna have to account for that for when I do build the creeper farm. So if we take a quick look inside, yeah, so it's wider on the base here, but it's gonna get thinner and thinner. So the spawning platforms will get smaller and smaller, but I can deal with that. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Another thing that I'll have to account for is the fact that if the creeper farm is so close to the ground, I'll have to light up this entire area just to make it more efficient. But that is something I'm prepared to do. I'm prepared to just clear out the whole area so I won't have to have an exposed farm and I can keep it in a building because I want this thing to be functional. It looks great from the outside, and from the inside I could either decorate it or put a farm in it, and I'm going to put a farm in it. But that's not what we're going to do today, guys. Today, I want to take a field trip to the Spawn shopping district because I have plans over there. We do have a shop over there, but I wanted to expand upon it and bring a little bit more lore and life to the build. So if we head on to the Torii Gate nether portal here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So here's the nether tunnel. Coming from my base and going towards the spawn marketplace. It's kind of a dangerous journey. I actually had to build some of the infrastructure around it because I just kept dying on my way back to spawn to buy some things. And this thing is in the way. But yeah, that gas just spawned right there and it shot. The best thing I can do is just fly out of there as soon as possible. Hopefully it despawns. But this is the east tunnel, indicated by green here. These are the portals to the central marketplace. That's east. This is south, west, and then north. So if we step through here, this is our spawn marketplace. Now I won't be going through each shop and giving a full tour of the place because it's just too big already. I've joined after the server, or just before the server had its first year anniversary, so a lot of the stuff was already established. But I will give a quick pan over so you guys can see just the full scale of this place, all the way to the stall marketplace section, to our quaint little area here. So like I said before, the spawn marketplace was already pretty established by the time we joined. So there wasn't a lot of market left over to claim. But since I was focusing on building this time around, I wanted to build building blocks that add a little bit of atmosphere that people don't usually spend time to acquire because it's kind of grindy. So what I sell here is chiseled and cracked stone brick, 5 stacks per diamond. Looks like I've made just the one sale that I've already collected. And mossy cobble and mossy stone brick. So these are a little bit harder to get because there isn't really an efficient way to mine vines. You can only AFK for them. So this is a little bit more expensive. Oh, and I've made a sale. My plan is to rebuild this shop because it's getting quite small. In a new area over here. Here's the spot. I've marked it out in some netherrack and I've put a sign that says that I've claimed it. Future location of still good salvage. And at first I I was planning on just building a simple shop, but there wouldn't be much room to expand if I were to go that route. So my idea here, I'm going to build a street market here. So I'll have smaller shops and have my own district in this area here. So every time I decide to sell a new product, I'll just open up a new shop here, and it's going to be its own little district. So I've got my stuff ready. Have a bed, ender chest, and these are my blocks. Place them right here. We've got your stone, some decorative blocks, as well as some saplings just in case. This is my main block palette. More stone. So the idea here is to transform this larger area into a bunch of smaller shops that are all going to be owned by me. So now that I've got everything ready, let's go. So here we are, Still Good Marketplace. So this is going to be where we sell everything that we want to farm and provide for the rest of the server. I've got the banners here saying Still Good, and a little sign that says that we support local businesses, because a lot of the building materials are things that I had to buy. I had to buy the lantern, I had to buy all of the concrete, I had to buy these banners. A lot of things were just supported by the rest of the community. So the first shop that you see right in front is going to be this ramen shop where you can just sit down and relax. It's supposed to be kind of the attraction piece. That's why it's at the very front. It's just going to pull people in so that they can see what the rest of the district has to offer. This first building, I'm thinking maybe like a meat place where we're going to have racks of meat hanging from the ceiling to dry. We're going to have like a chopping block here. And that could be something that would supply the shop here with the meat for its ramen. This one I'm thinking maybe fish. So we're going to have like an aquarium in here where we'll have fresh or live fish here swimming about. And then we'll also have ice where the fresh fish will be sold. Here's probably an ice shop. You can tell by the blue. And that's going to be the ice to keep the produce fresh for here and as well as for the meat. This area will be where we sell our building blocks. So I've already set it to be stocked up with my mossy cobble and my mossy stone brick here. And those are usually our big sellers. So I'm just going to keep it stocked with this for now. I've got a little shelving area and I've put a few cobwebs for ambiance. This green building is going to be for the plants. I've got a little hanging plant here, a little bit of shelving, and I'll put some barrels of plants here eventually. I do live in a flower forest biome, so I can get flowers pretty easily, but that's going to come. As we head down the street more, this bricked building, I'm thinking maybe a record shop. So those buildings over there, they sell necessary goods that you would first need when you first join the server. But as you get further along, you don't really need to spend all your money on the necessary stuff. You can spend it on more luxurious things. So here would be a nice place for a record shop. Here's another building. Not quite sure what to do with the rest of them here. These are quite open as they open up to the path here. Yeah, that's open. But whatever we farm, I want to sell it here. And I think one of my favorite places or favorite things about this place is the second story here that we have in between the buildings. So what I wanted is kind of a close feeling where, yeah, we do have the main street that you can travel on and all the shops open up to it. But if you know your way around and you know your shortcuts, you could get onto the second floor of these buildings and kind of see where people live, because people usually live on top of their business. And maybe I'll have some secret stash on the second floor just to entice people to come check it out and see what is in store. So it's not complete, and I think it'll be a long time before it's fully complete, but I really love this place. It's got a different vibe to it, I think, from the rest of the shops that you see here. We have our standard marketplace stall, and this is where I started out. The usual A-frame. Oh, that's a pagoda. So that's kind of my build, but a different era. But you can already tell people build a square, and they build it really tall so that they have more floors to sell their wares. But other people have, many shops, so they actually take up a lot of square footage. Shh, quiet. So like one person can take up a lot of square footage. They just have shops, more in more than one place. So that's why I'm thinking, for my shops at least, have them all under the same name. In this case, Still Good, and have it all kind of have the same ambience when you want to shop here. I want to have secrets in this place that make you wonder, what would I do if there was a trapdoor here? Would it lead me to another shop area? What if I were to go up this way? What could you find if you were to explore a little bit more each time I add to the shop? And that's what I want for this build. I want it to be close and mysterious, as if you're really adventuring through it. But that is it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoy this shop, the street marketplace, as much as I do, as we come back here and we stock it with more stuff and we develop it a little bit more. But as I said, that is it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!